Good morning. Welcome to Against the Public for April 9th. We smashed our free play last night, along with another great night in the National Hockey League. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. Let's get to it. Let's preview hopefully another winning all access pass card for Wednesday. We'll start things off early in Major League Baseball, and it's always good when these games start early. I love early baseball. I hate having to wait till 4 o'clock. Well, I know 4 o'clock on the West Coast time, but we don't have to wait too long for this one. This will start early. It's the rubber game between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Eric Fetty 1-0. 7 ERA goes up against Mitch Keller 1-1. 7.45 ERA. St. Louis minus $1.18. 7.5 over minus 18. And tomorrow's Major League Baseball card, once again highlighted by the Texas Rangers and the Chicago Cubs. Tyler Mahle, 1-0, 1.35 ERA will take on Jack Flaherty. 1-0, 2.38 ERA. Terrific pitching matchup. Chicago Cubs go for the sweep in this series. Chicago minus $1.55. Total 7.5 over minus 18. We'll look to improve on our Major League totals run, which now sits at 21-11 over the last 32 selections. 66% winners, 788 units of profit, and that adds to 55% overall Major League Baseball winners over the last 30 days. We'll have another 4 games on our Wednesday card, starting with that early Pirates-St. Louis matchup. NBA 10-game card. We'll start things off with Philadelphia and the Washington Wizards, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Philadelphia finally found a team that they would be favored against on the road. Philadelphia minus 1, 227.5, and the schedule is clearly highlighted by the Houston Rockets taking on the Los Angeles Clippers as they continue their California road trip. Rockets have secured that number 2 spot in the West. I think that's official now. They've secured the number 2 spot in the West, but the Clippers can still catch the Lakers for the 3rd spot in the West. They have 3 games to go. They trail the Lakers by 1 game, but there is still plenty to be decided in the Western Conference. And it's just, if you love the NBA like I love the NBA, this is exciting stuff. We have the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Warriors, and the Grizzlies right now tied at 47-32. Minnesota just 1 game back at 46-33. All 3 have 3 games to play, so there's plenty to be decided in the Western Conference of the NBA. Clippers minus 7 in this one, 219.5. Tip-off 10:30 Eastern Time. We'll have 3 games on our all-access schedule. And finally, the National Hockey League counters with 5 games on their schedule, starting with the premier game, Toronto and Tampa Bay, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Lightning are minus $1.65. Total 5.5 over minus $1.31 is your consensus number, which means we're really close to seeing a 6 in this game. In fact, by the time you watch this video, maybe the consensus number is 6. If you like the over, get on it now. If you like the under, just wait. With the regulation win, Tampa Bay can take over the top spot in the Atlantic Division. Each will have the same amount of points, but the Lightning will have a slight advantage because of the amount of losses. So each team has 5 games remaining, including this game, and it's going to be right down the window, right down to the end in the Atlantic Division. So, guys, if you allow me to get on my platform for a second, we have been killing the National Hockey League. Over the last 30 days, customers have cashed 55% winners, 716 units of profit. That's number 1 amongst cappers with at least 30 plays. The last 90 days, same thing, 55% winners, 1,495 units of profit. That's good for number 1 overall at Pickdawgz.com. And this season alone, I am the number 1 NHL handicapper amongst cappers with at least 200 plays. So no time like the present. Jump on board with me with a season pass or an all-access pass, and we'll take you right through the Stanley Cup final. We'll have 3 games on our Wednesday card. Let's finish off another terrific season on the ice. All plays, all records, documented daily at Pickdawgz.com. And before we get to our free play, as usual, I just want to talk about my most popular package, and that is clearly my annual all-access pass, a pass that you can get for just $4.11 a day, and that will give you every play that I release from now to this time next year. That will take you all the way through the Major League Baseball season, the NFL season, take you all the way through college football, college basketball, almost all the way through in the NBA and NHL. So it's a real good time to jump on this package because once you start getting into the NFL season and back to the NBA and NHL next year, if you want to buy season passes, they kind of add up a little bit. But if you have an all-access annual pass, you don't have to worry about any of that. You get every play that I release for one low price. Okay, let's cash another free winner. And today's game comes from rotation number 959-960. Philadelphia Phillies continuing their 3-game series against the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta took game 1 7-5, a game that they really needed. Taijuan Walker will throw for Philadelphia. He's 1-0 this year, has not allowed an earned run. Grant Holmes will start for the Atlanta Braves, 0-1, 7.20 ERA. The Braves are minus $1.33. It seems like the books are begging you to take Philadelphia in this one. 8.5 over, minus 15 is your total. Philadelphia 7-3 straight up this year, 7-3 against the run line, 6-4 to the under. They've lost 2 of their last 3. A little misleading there, but considering that last game was against the Dodgers, a series that they did win. They have not lost a series this year, and but they have given up 7 runs in back-to-back games. So maybe there's a trend there, and part of being successful in this business is recognizing trends before everybody else. So you can get in on maybe a specific trend early on. And baseball, there is no sport on the face of the earth that is more trend-oriented than MLB. So that's something to look at. Atlanta's 2-8 straight up, 4-6 against the run line, 5-4-1 to the under. Braves look to, of course, climb out of that early 0-7 hole. They have won 2 of their last 3, but 2 out of 3. It's a small wins when you're 0-7, I guess. 3 of the last 4 games have cashed over tickets. And for Walker, I don't think you know that. Maybe some of you do, but I mean, he's had a hard time in Philadelphia. Maybe it's better that he's starting this game on the road because we know he's not been a fan favorite, although they have taken their disdain in Philadelphia and given it to Jordan Romano. But last season, Walker was 3-7. He had an ERA north of 7, and a solid effort to start the year against Colorado, but I'm not going to overreact, and that's probably the number one rule in betting is not to overreact to what you just saw. We know Walker struggled the year before. I need to see a few more outings before I can declare him back to his 2023 form, really 2022, because 2023, it was he had a ton of run support. 2022, I thought, was a tremendous year for Taijuan Walker. So I need to see a few more. I need to see a few more, not against Colorado. I know Atlanta's off to a tough start, but it is the Braves, and they are much better than the Colorado Rockies. Atlanta got a little bit stronger. Sean Murphy came off the injured list, which paid dividends right away. They traded for Rafael Montero, which is going to give their pen some depth. And definitely with Montero, they're getting a guy that's you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody that's more motivated than Montero is to get out of Houston, sign that massive contract a few years ago, and just did not live up to it. As a matter of fact, was demoted in 2024 to AAA, but had a tremendous, got that deal because of a tremendous World Series in 2022, but just has not been the same since. And I think a new organization, it's good for him. And not only just a new organization, one that really knows how to manicure pitching, which is the Atlanta Braves. So I think Montero is going to be fantastic there. I think Sean Murphy back in the lineup is massive for Atlanta. If they can get healthy, they are clearly one of the best teams in the National League, but that's off to a bad start so far. But they do need this series, and we might look back on the series and say, well, that was the turnaround. A really bad start, but that was the turnaround to their season. So your free play is going to be Atlanta minus $1.33, no matter how much the books are begging you to take Philadelphia. We're running the other way. We're going to take Atlanta minus $1.33 as your free play. Go to pickdawgz.com where every individual play and every long-term pass is locked and loaded, including my annual all-access pass for just $4.11 a day. I can't thank you enough for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, don't always get on the YouTube page, but you can find me on X at Dana Lane Sports. Please, anything that any comments, questions, good or bad, I'm more than happy to read them and react to each and every one of them. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Wednesday.